If you've ever felt like you can't trust yourself around food unless you're tracking macros, this might be for you. Because the goal isn't to control your eating forever, it's to get to a place where you don't need control to feel in control. So, what is mindful eating? Well, mindful eating is a practice that's rooted in mindfulness, which is an evidence based approach that helps us to tune into our body's internal signals. Instead of eating on autopilot, we bring intentional awareness to the experience of eating. That means noticing your hunger levels, your fullness, the taste, texture, and enjoyment of food. And by slowing down and paying attention, you start to rebuild a more trusting, balanced relationship with food. What it's not. So, this isn't about being perfect or overly zen. It's simply about being more present, taking a moment to check in, asking questions like, how hungry am I before this meal? How do I feel while I'm eating? And how satisfied do I feel afterwards? Even something as simple as your lunch break can become an opportunity to pause and reconnect. So, how does this work? Well, mindful eating works by bringing awareness to what's driving your eating in the first place. Because the reality is, most people eat in a distracted state, watching TV or scrolling on their phone, replying to emails, or listening to a podcast. And when your attention is elsewhere, it becomes much easier to overeat. Not because you lack discipline, but because you're not fully registering the experience. You might taste the food, but you're not truly tuned in to your fullness or satisfaction. So that internal feedback that your body gets or gives to you is missed. And many people, this isn't a new thing. This is a long-standing habit, which is why mindful eating can feel like a bit of a learning curve at the start. You're not restricting yourself, you're relearning how to actually listen to your body. So, who is this for? This approach can be especially helpful if you typically eat quick or on the go and while distracted. You struggle to recognize your hunger and fullness cues, or you find yourself overeating without realizing it. If you feel out of control with food, or you feel stuck in cycles of restriction and then overeating. It's also powerful if you've spent years relying on external cues like calories or meal plans and want to reconnect with your internal cues instead. With all of that said, mindful eating isn't always the best starting point for everyone. It may be challenging if your routine is very high stress and chaotic, or you prefer a clear structure and rules, or if you have specific goals that do require precise tracking. But in those cases, it often works best alongside some structure, not on its own. From a research perspective, mindful eating is well supported for improving your relationship with food, reducing overeating, and helping with emotional or binge eating patterns. It's not a magic bullet for weight loss, but it's a powerful tool if you want to repair your relationship with food. At the end of the day, this is a longer term journey about building trust and not relying on these external stability wheels and having your crutch of macros, but instead learning how to work with your body and not against it.